Okay, today we're talking about moving parts. How can we design 3D parts so that they can move relative to each other? The simplest way to start thinking about this is to create a box with a sliding lid on the top. So let's just start with a square, stretch it out to a reasonable size. And then, yeah, 30 millimeters high is fine. So you remember how to cut a depression out of this. You would start by copying and pasting. I'm going to hold the Shift key as I shrink it a little bit. And I'm going to lift that off the ground. I'm going to move it over with my arrow keys to get it perfectly in the center. And you have to look at this from different angles to make sure it's centered. Pretty good. So I'm going to change that into a hole now, and then I select both of my shapes and group them. And it looks pretty even. But you know what? One thing I forgot to do, I'm going to ungroup, is to make a copy of this inner shape and put it off to the side. Why did I need to make a copy? Because that is going to be the guide for how big I make the top. So I'm going back here and I'm cutting this out again. And actually, there's even one more use for this. I'm going to make an extra copy. If I line this back up, I want to create a front notch where, is that lined up? That's good. But I want to lift this off the ground just a little more so that, okay, let's see. So it's at 30 there. I want to cut down exactly 6 to 24. And so now you can see it only overlaps that very front part. And so I cut it, and now I have a nice little notch in the front for the sliding lid to go in. Cool, so let's use this shape as the lid. I'm going to just pull this off to the side for now. I'm going to switch it back to a solid and just change the color just for fun. Okay, the lid we just saw over here, I cut it from 30 down to 24. So I want the lid to be 6, or you know what would be even better, 5. Or you know, 6 is fine. It can stick out slightly. No, 5. All right, so this is floating off the ground still. You may remember that the key to put it back on the ground is D. If you press the D key, it'll move something back. Okay, so yeah, I could put this on here, but now I want to create a sliding groove. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to use this roof shape, the green roof shape, which actually means maybe I should change this to a color other than green. I want this roof shape to rotate 90 degrees. And I'm going to zoom into it with the F key. I'm going to shrink it down significantly so that the height is about the same as this 5 that I've got. Oh, it is exactly 5. So let me hit D one more time to get it exactly on the surface, and that pretty much lines up. Yeah, it just pokes out. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch this the entire length of the thing. And when we come back with the next video, we're going to think about how to cut the groove out of the larger box.